All right, you magnificent morons, settle in. I'm Uncle Bob, and you've stumbled into Books I Will Never Read Again, the show where we take literary garbage and toss it right into the dumpster fire it deserves. Today, we're diving headfirst into a real spine snapper called Spinal Catastrophism. Yeah, you heard me. It's 400 pages of pure, uncut agony, and I read it so you never, ever have to. You can thank me later.
So, feast your eyes on this thing. Spinal Catastrophism, A Secret History. 400 pages written by some crusty bozo who, I swear, must have pulled a muscle getting out of bed and decided it was an event on par with the Big Bang. This isn't a book, it's a doctor's note that's been padded out by a philosophy student with a thesaurus. I would genuinely rather have spinal surgery performed with a spork than ever open this thing again.
And you know you're in for a treat from page 1. The dedication. Is it to a supportive partner? A beloved pet? Nope. It is dedicated, and I'm not kidding, to my scoliosis. His own crooked spine is his muse. The most important relationship in his life is with his own bad posture. I'm sure this guy is an absolute blast at parties. Just a real barrel of laughs.
Okay, brace yourselves. Let's sample a little bit of the writing. That phylogenetic catabasis is initiated. What? What does that even mean? Resituates being as the medium worked by ontogenetic turbulence. This sounds like someone put a philosophy textbook in a blender. This is just word soup. This sentient cheese grater is just making noises with his mouth. You know what? No, we're not doing this. I'm not going to sit here and read this garbage to you because my brain is actively trying to escape through my nose right now. So instead, I will be your translator. I'm going to tell you what this lobotomized coat rack is actually trying and failing to say.
So here it is, the big idea. The whole point of this book is that your lower back pain, the one you got from binge watching that dumb show for 8 hours straight, isn't actually from that. Oh no, it's a resonance of cosmic dysphoria. Yeah, that little ache in your lower back is the universe weeping. It's the existential dread of all creation conveniently located right in your sciatica. Sure it is.
So, section 1. To somehow prove this insane idea, the author just starts dragging in famous dead philosophers, claiming they were all as obsessed with their spines as he is. It's like he's at a really lame party just dropping names to sound smart. Oh yeah, me and Kant, we go way back. We talk about our vertebrae all the time.
First up, we've got Immanuel Kant. Now, according to this crackbrained dullard, Kant had this wild idea that you could figure out which way was north by, get this, drawing an imaginary line from your spine up into space and down to the center of the Earth. So your spine isn't just for holding your head up, it's a celestial GPS. And no, for real, he actually believed this. And just look at this punk-ass nerd. You can just tell this guy spent his entire life hunched over a desk like a gargoyle. Then he gets a sore neck, and instead of, doing a stretch, he invents a whole cosmological system around it. My posture is terrible, therefore my spine must be a magical space antenna. That is the level of genius we are dealing with here.
And then there's this guy, Schopenhauer, the high priest of the obvious. His excuse for slouching like a melted candle? His brain was just too big. It was just too heavy for his poor little spine to handle. Oh, my horrible posture? It's just the burden of my incredible intellect. It is, without a doubt, the single most pathetic excuse for not doing some push-ups I have ever heard.
But wait, just when you think it can't get any dumber, this book takes a sharp right turn into an episode of The X-Files. We're done with philosophers. Now, apparently, the real reason your back hurts is aliens. I swear to you, I am not making this up. We're blaming little green men.
Okay, so you need to know about this theory. It's called directed panspermia. The idea is that aliens came to Earth billions of years ago and basically planted the seeds of life. It's the ultimate cop-out for everything. Why are we here? Aliens. Why do we have to pay taxes? Aliens. Why does my back twinge when I bend over? It's an alien design flaw. Case closed.
So this bonkers idea really gets one particular Void Brand researcher, this guy D.C. Barker, all excited. He thinks, well, if aliens made us, they must have signed their work. Like a little made on planet Zorg sticker somewhere. And he decides the best place to find this cosmic signature is in our DNA, which he started calling an exo-artifact. That was the actual headline of his paper. Does our DNA contain someone else's signature? Can you imagine being the poor sap at NASA who had to read that? The best part is they fired him. Not just for this, but because he tried to take earthquake detecting equipment and repurpose it to listen for deep brain vibrations. Deep brain vibrations. Yeah, buzz off, you silly goose. Okay, everybody take a deep breath. Seriously. Because if you thought alien DNA was the weirdest this was going to get, oh, you sentimental cheese blockheads, you have no idea. We are now about to meet a man named Wilhelm Reich, and things are about to get real weird, real fast.
So, this fella, Wilhelm Reich, he started out as a psychoanalyst and then just sort of kept going. His big theory? Life started as a happy little pulsating bladder of goo. Pure joy. But then, tragedy. The bladder stretched itself out and became a worm. And then, the ultimate horror. The worm grew a spine. A bony prison that trapped all of its happy, wiggly potential. Look at this work of art. Step 1, happy little goo ball. Step 2, it becomes a worm. Step 3, the spine calcifies. Oh, the horror. But, and this is the best part, Step 4. In orgasm, the creature recapitulates pre-spinal globularity. Yes, according to this absolute piss clown, an orgasm is literally just your body having a brief, nostalgic memory of what it was like to be a brainless worm.
And he says this with a completely straight face. In the spine, we meet the worm in man. He says it like he just unlocked the secrets of the universe. The big secret of humanity is that you're just a worm with anxiety. A worm who has to commute to work and worry about your 401k. It's perfect.
So, after all this nonsense, cosmic back pain, alien DNA, orgasmic worms, you're probably wondering, what's the solution? How do we fix this spinal catastrophe? Well, the book finally gets to the point. It offers one final ultimate cure. And I gotta be honest, it's the first sensible thing I've read in 400 pages.
The logic is simple. Beautiful, even. The problem isn't your posture. The problem isn't your spine. The problem is existence itself.
And what's the main symptom of this horrible disease called being alive? It's consciousness. It's being aware that you are a sad, calcified worm creature whose spine hurts because the universe is depressed.
So if the problem is existing and the symptom is knowing you exist, then the only logical solution, the only real cure, is
To blow up the planet. Yep, that's the big finale. A group of so-called fanatic philosophers propose we just pack the entire Earth with dynamite and light the fuse. End the whole sorry experiment and be traumas of terrestrial neurulation with one massive planet-cleansing kaboom.
And here's the kicker. After wading through all that cosmic, philosophical, alien worm garbage, this is it. This is the one good idea in the whole book. If being alive is really this miserable, then hey, maybe these lunatics have a point.
So what's the takeaway? Here's my advice. Throw this book in a fire. If your back hurts, it's because you sit in a dumb chair all day, not because of your inner worm. Don't read 400 pages of this garbage. Just go lie down, take a nap. It's a hell of a lot easier than blowing up the planet. I'm Uncle Bob. Now get out of here. I need a nap.